So on the Waterloo side of things, this is the newest edition. The Waterloo brand has been going crazy for us. So this year we did a new all-maple version of the WL14. It's an X-brace, spruce top, maple back and sides. It's got our nice Waterloo traditional V-neck. And this also goes back to a guitar from the 30s. There's a precedence for the guitar with a bird in the headstock. So this is our scissor tail, which is a bird common to South Central United States with its tail that actually splits open. Yes, yes sir. Yes sir. And I thought about the state bird of Texas is the mockingbird, but we decided to go, the scissor tail just looks a little cooler, and so we went with the scissor tail. But it's an X-brace guitar, as I mentioned. It's a standard Waterloo construction, non-sanded braces, etc. It uses animal protein glue. Our small bridge, a smaller bridge plate, and it's just a really fun guitar. You know, the maple gives it a little softer tone, a nice kind of round, meaty variation to the mahogany guitars that most of these are.
This is a $2,500 list.
$2,500 list, yes. 12 fret, 24 and 7/8 scale, and you know, get one now while you can. So we had a prototype for this model here last year, and this is it's called the WLS Deluxe, and it's a cherry wood, spruce top with all this crazy purfling and rosette, really reminiscent to this old Stella model this was kind of you know, modeled after. It's ladder braced, the same inlay as that original guitar we looked at, and the cherry and this hand rubbed kind of varnish finish, which I think is the real difference. We also do a plain version of this model, the WLS, but it doesn't have the same finish, and there's a marked difference in the tone of these two guitars. There's just something so warm about this varnish finish that this has been one of our really most popular Waterloos of all of them. Of course, it's the most challenging one to make, which figures it would be the one that we have to make the most of. It is the most expensive. I think the list on these is $29.50. I think on these, which to me is not what it should be. But I lost the arm wrestle with a certain friend of ours whose name shall go unmentioned. He won the arm wrestle contest, so it's less than $3,000 list. The more simple version of that WLS model, the non-deluxe model, is also cherry. It's just got the lacquer finish, the matte lacquer finish. It's a satin gloss lacquer, and bound sound hold, no binding on the back, just top binding against the ladder brace. It's the pyramid bridge with the long saddle as the Deluxe is, and it's again, the finish is very thin, but there is a little bit of sound difference in the varnish and this lacquer finich. And without all the purfling and stuff, this one listed $2,200 as opposed to $29.50 for the other. But it still sounds awesome.
How does the sound of the cherry compare to mahogany?
You know, it's a little bit warmer, I think. We did a lot of research on these guitars, and they were made out of a variety of different woods. Poplar, cherry. We like the consistency of the cherry. You know, it's a nice color. It took stain well, and it's just got this vintage, you know, tone and vibe to it that we kind of decided to stay with cherry instead of, you know, mixing up the backwoods on it. It's a nice on a plate vintage style tuners, so they're pretty correct to the time period.
Yeah.
And have been received really well. The difference in last year and this year has been incredible.
Really?
So yeah, we had a full year of production, and we're making as many of these as we are the Collings flat tops. So
wow.
40 years to do that, a year and a half to get to that volume with this. So demand has been crazy. It's been interesting because I think originally some people thought it would be just a Collings, a less expensive Collings, but it's a very different animal than that. And it's taken some time to kind of educate that it's a very different animal.
Yeah.
Same quality of construction as Collings, but a totally different philosophy and vibe that we're after. And it's been real successful and a lot of fun.